This is a lecture on anion gap. What is anion gap? In our body, we have cations and we have anions. Cations such as sodium and potassium, and anions such as bicarbonate and chloride. So these are the major anions that we have, bicarbonate and chloride, and there are major cations which are sodium and potassium. So in a normal body, we should actually have cations equal to anions to maintain the serum charge. That is the serum charge that we have in a normal conditions is 0. So to maintain that, we should always have cations which is equal to the anions. But we have an anion gap. As we mentioned, we have an anion gap in our body. So what is it? If the charges are equal, how come we have an anion gap? Let's not forget, we are not accounting for majority of other anions such as sulfate, phosphate and other organic acids. So here we have sodium and potassium, which are our cations, and sometimes we do not even consider potassium because they are in very low quantity in our body, so we can ignore it. So we have sodium and potassium, which are cations that we measure, and chloride, bicarbonate, anions that we measure. But there are other many anions that we do not measure, and among them are organic acids such as lactic acid, which give lactate anion, formic acid, keto acids, and even oxalate. So these are the acids from which we get anions that we do not measure. But the body maintains its charge, so the cations, total cations are always equal to total anions measured plus the unmeasured ones. Hence, if we have to put it in a formula, it's gonna be sodium plus potassium is equal to chloride bicarbonate plus unmeasured anions. Hence, to get these unmeasured anions, we have to subtract the measured anions from the measured cations. So this is going to be our formula that gives the anion gap. Now anion gap is, now normally we have an anion gap of around 4 to 12 milliequivalent per liter, which is normal in our body. But if we have conditions such as increased lactate or increased keto acids, in these conditions we have increased amount of unmeasured anions. So the unmeasured anions are gonna come high. Hence in that condition we call it an high anion gap acidosis, right? Because we have a buildup of acids such as lactate or keto acids. Alright, so in that condition we have a high anion gap acidosis. Now we can also have a normal anion gap acidosis. So in these conditions there is an acidosis, but the anion gap is normal, which means the acidosis is not caused by the unmeasured anions. Alright.